Atlantic City mayor accused of abusing teen daughter. This is already one that's going to disgust me and probably you too. I'll give you the details. Multiple outlets reporting authorities allege that Marty Small Sr., the mayor of Atlantic City, New Jersey, and his wife, Atlantic City Public Schools Superintendent Rashad Small, are facing charges after being accused of emotionally and physically abusing their teen daughter on multiple occasions. One such episode allegedly leaving the teen unconscious after the mayor allegedly struck her head several times with a broom. Prosecutors also allege the mother punched the girl in her chest and hit her with a belt several times, leaving marks and bruises, among other accusations. Authorities built the case on video proof and conversations the 16-year-old had with counselors and peers. Investigators also combed through medical reports and reconducted interviews with the daughter, who spoke on the abuse and her family members. My goodness. However, the Smalls have denied the allegations. The teenager remains in the family home. Marty Small's attorney, Edwin Jacobs Jr., said in a statement to the Washington Post that they are completely innocent of any wrongdoing and will ultimately be vindicated. And these complaints focus exclusively on private family matters. I'm still disgusted. Basically attempting to second guess parental decisions of Mayor Small and his wife. Is anybody else troubled that the teenager is still in the home, according to the parent's attorney? And I'm not even saying whether someone's guilty and has not gone through the proper adjudication. These are horrific allegations, and we're hearing of medical reports, other things. Why would the teenager still be in the home? And I don't ever want to hear someone talk about a private matter when you're talking about abuse allegations and a child. Just me.
With millions watching and many people benefiting from this program called Indisputable, we just need 1% of the viewers to become a paid member so we can continue to bring this content to you. Now back to the show.
Lena Blackstar with the details. There's the attorney. On the day of the filing, Jacobs also stated the charges filed today by Atlantic County Prosecutors Office make no allegations of public corruption or misconduct in office or a failure by Mayor Small to properly discharge his duties. Okay. High-ranking couple was charged with second-degree endangering the welfare of a child, because that's what we're talking about, Mr. Jacobs. Separately, Marty Small is facing third-degree terroristic threat, simple assault, third-degree aggravated assault, while Rashad Small was hit with 3 separate counts of disorderly persons, simple assault. Now, one's the mayor of all people, and then the wife, they said, is a superintendent of schools. Yeah, because even with allegations like this, we can't have you around the children right now. Surely you understand that. Maybe the whole thing get cleared up. But we can't have you around the children right now. They look like a loving couple. There's more going on behind the scenes. Both parents accused of punching their daughter repeatedly in different areas of her body, including her legs, chest, and mouth. It's also alleged that on another occasion, Marty Small threatened to hurt her by earth slamming her down the stairs, grabbing her head, throwing her to the ground, smacking the weave out her head, officials said. Mother also yanked the teen by her hair. After one incident, the young woman was hospitalized for a head injury, but later told her school nurse that she hit her head on a window. Story her father also corroborates, per the affidavit. Are we really going to say that's corroboration? Okay. According to video transcripts included in the affidavit, the girl was on a video chat with her boyfriend January 3rd when her father threatened to smack the weave out of her head. Footage was captured on her iPad. It also shows him threatening to slam her down the steps after she asked her father to stop pushing her, the Post reports. Video. Can you please move so I can go to school? Stop pushing me. You keep pushing me. Stop, his daughter says, according to the affidavit. During the argument, the mayor says, nothing's going to happen to me. The Inquirer reports, I'm going to hurt you, okay? He adds after pushing his daughter, who then warns that she would be questioned at school about her bruises. Okay, Tell them I don't care what they're going to do to me, he replies. Earlier this month, let's go there, the Philadelphia Inquirer reported that before the announcement of the charges, Mayor Small informed the media prosecutors were investigating him and conducted a raid at his home a few days before on March 28th. According to reports, Constance Days Chapman, on the left, principal who works at one of the schools in the district and previously worked on Superintendent Small's campaign. There's superintendent on the right. She did that in 2021, worked on the campaign. Was recently taken into custody for not reporting child abuse allegations made by a student. Officials haven't confirmed whether that student was Small's daughter. Still, the teen reportedly told authorities she had mentioned that she had spoken to Principal Days Chapman. Duty to report. At some point in this country, we wised up and made it an absolute that certain officials in certain roles had no choice but to report what they either witnessed or learned of. Duty to report. According to a criminal complaint obtained by NBC Philadelphia, the teen brought the shocking allegations to the forefront following a mental health training session at her Atlantic City High School in late January. She circled a neutral smiley face and wrote abuse on the assessment, requested a counselor. The teen reiterated her claims to her therapist, who later spoke with LaQuetta Small. Mother told the therapist the teen girl was experiencing issues with a young man they don't approve of, and it had caused some tensions in the home. Reports showed two employees informed Days Chapman about the allegation. She said it was her first time hearing about it, and she would report it to the Department of Child Protection and Permanency, but never did. An independent therapist ultimately told the state about the allegations. Oh, no wonder some children are so afraid. Duty to report. Once the Department of Children and Families was told about the abuse, the agency noted that they were never notified about the issue. When a DCP&P employee spoke to the girl in front of her parents, that's an important point, don't you think? You want to be questioned about allegations of abuse that you've made against your parents in front of them? I'm, however, old, and I wouldn't want to do that. She denied the allegations or ever reporting it to anyone besides her therapist. What would you say if your parents were right there? She did the same when talking to investigators. Officials then spoke with her boyfriend, who explained that his relationship with her parents went downhill when they found out specific details about their relationship in December. He added that the teen also told him about abuse and showed them receipts of her physical injuries. His mother corroborated his claims. The boyfriend provided investigators with photos that revealed the girl had scratches, bruises, swelling, and hair loss. He also recalled her clothing being ripped by her parents. Investigators searched the Smalls' home on March 28th. They charged the couple on April 15th. Small held a news conference at City Hall following the search and reiterated that it's a family matter. We're going through family therapy, and that's what this should be, a family matter, he said. His wife, daughter, and son attended the conference. There she is, right between her parents. The body language. Mayor Smalls remains in his position. No reports currently suggest whether or not Superintendent Small's job is in jeopardy. What the hell's going on in Atlantic City? We can't even get to the part where we weigh the merits of these allegations. When a child says this is going on, it's got to be adjudicated. When the mayor and his superintendent wife are charged with such horrific acts, when a child speaks out against two powerful parents, one who she cannot escape at school on any day because her mother is the school district, I would think that that's got to be stacked, perhaps bolstering her claims. Hell of a thing if you want to speak out against such powerful people who you have to go home with. Why would this child be in the home? The boyfriend's mother, the other employees who reported it to Days Chapman, The other administrator, Department of Family Services, said no one told them about it. The therapist. There's so many places here that protocols weren't followed, the ones that are supposed to protect children. That's just clear. Questioning someone in front of their parents, a therapist who just talks to the mother and the mother poo-poos and says, we don't approve of the young man, and that's all that's going on here. Family matter, family matter. What are you talking about? And Attorney Jacobs, what are you talking about? Why are you talking about ethics and corruption and nothing of the kind was, we're not talking about that. We're talking about this man's daughter who he is charged with abusing. Don't blink, folks, because they want you to go in a lot of different directions. Focus in on the only one that matters. What happened to this child? What happened to the child? It's not a family matter. It's not a public matter. She's all of our business. Wow. I told you it was going to turn your stomach. And I still don't have any more details. You know, the team around here is crack. A crack team. They're going to get every detail that's available. What happens next with the child who's still in the house? Nobody seems to care. We'll keep following the story.